السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Hello everybody. Good morning. I hope my voice is clear for you. Please, if my voice is clear, just you can put something in the chat. Great. So let us wait more than 2 minutes. Meanwhile, let me share my screen so we can start our webinar. Are you able to see my screen? Great. Okay. So first of all, I would like to thank you for accepting our invitation to attend the MiR webinar. Before starting our topics, please allow me to give you an overview about Atmata. This is actually the agenda of today's webinar. We have Atmata overview, MiR introduction, MiR products, AMR autonomous mobile robot features, and autonomous mobile robot application, and for sure Q&A. Okay, actually, I can describe Atmata as a one-stop solution provider to design and manufacturing. So by providing advanced tools and engineering solution, we help to leverage design development and bring more value to the manufacturing process while maintaining the time and the cost. And this is actually what reflected in our vision and mission. A short brief about Atmata history. Actually, Atmata established in 2007 as an information system specialist. In 2010, we start to provide CAD solution with our partner SolidWorks. In 2014, we start our manufacturing sector in aluminum building kit and expand of that sector. We start providing full automation solution in 2017. And let's have a quick overview and highlight about, let's say, how many branches that we have in Atmata. We have 6 branches, 10 partners. And if we are talking about the branches, we are talking about a head office, Atmata complex, training center, fabrication factory, sheet metal factory, and we have sales office in Riyadh. So this is our offices in Jeddah. This is the training center along with Festo Lab. This is the factory, second industrial area dedicated for aluminum profile, and the sheet metal factory at Atmata complex. And we have 2 labs, mechanical and electrical. So we can divide the business scope of work of Atmata into 3D technologies, modular building kit, and automation solution. When we are talking about 3 technologies, mainly we are talking about SolidWorks, which is, let's say, a software who help to improve and leverage the design for 3D. And as you can see, we are able to give you a license, training, and support after sales. Those are our capabilities and a lot of certificates we have achieved. Regarding modular building kit, mainly we are talking about ETIM from Germany, aluminum profile, provide us an extrusion aluminum profile with wide range of accessories, which mean you are able to customize the solution that you are looking for according to your need easily with wide range of fasteners and accessories. If we are talking about the applications, we are talking about industrial application like workbenches, enclosures, low-cost automation, trolleys, platforms, conveyors. And I would like to highlight when we are talking about conveyors, we are talking about modular conveyor, motorized conveyor, built conveyor, chain conveyor. So in terms of items, our capability to supply the raw material, since we have already stock here in our warehouse in Jeddah, and we can also provide an operation, which means if customer have a specific design, he would share it with us. We'll do the cutting operation and send it as a package, and he can assemble it at his side. And if we are talking about engineering, if the customer have a specific design, specific requirement, payload, everything, we can give to our technical team for consultation and give you as a complete consultancy service about that. So he can take it as a solution. If we are talking about the project, some of the client, they said we need to enhance the entire, let's say, workshop. So we need a full assembly layout production line. And how we can do this? Yes, we can do this since we have already eaten and we are working with the ergonomic principles. So we are able to give you, which mean the layout, it will be including a conveyors, workbenches, racks, trolleys, etc. Please allow me to give you an overview project that what we have done. This is one of our client, and as you can see, the design in the SolidWorks, and you can see the aluminum profile enclosure in the reel. Al-Fanar, if you would like to see Atmata, you can visit Al-Fanar workshop, because as you can see here, all the assembly line there, done by aluminum profile as a workbenches and all the equipment, as you can see. Siemens, one of also our valid client, which will regularly order platforms and workbenches. Baja Food, this is a special requirement came from Baja Food. Let me please give me a short brief about the customer. They are producing the nuts. So while mixing the nuts, there's a lot of dust came out. So they need a solution to prevent that. So we came up with this solution to put an enclosure of each mixer machine along with dust collector. And we have implemented around 13 enclosures. Risk vehicle with civil defense. This is a new design we have, let's say, design it from scratch for one cabinets for the risk vehicles. Here, when we are talking about the, let's say, full solution, full layout about the lean assembly production line, one of our client requests us to give him to achieve a good number of productivity and improve the productivity and enhance the principle of ergonomic. So as you can notice, the assembler, he's sitting in the middle, and every let's say all the requirement or the tools that he needs within his golding zone. So there is no more overbending or overstretching. And in the left side, you will see the Kanban rack, and you can see the workbenches in front of him. And in the right side, you can see the conveyor. So once he finish, he will put the finished good product to the TOTS, and then he will send it to another station, and etc. Another solution for another client, he requests us to, let's say, enhance the production around 100% more. So we came with this idea to give a full lean assembly line with, we can call it as a semi-solution, because at the end, once they finish the assembling by passing station by station, the finish, let's say, the finished good product will handle it at the end to the rack, and then they will return the empty tray by the conveyor. So here we are talking about the infinite loop, so there is no wasting time while doing the assembling. Okay, let's go to the automation solution. Our partner and let's say products for automation solution, mainly we have Kawasaki robot, Universal robot, mobile industrial robot, and Cardex Remaster. And for sure, with support of Siemens on robot and Kinko automation. When we are talking about robotic arms, we are talking about industrial robots, we are talking about Kawasaki, which means the robot, pure industrial robot who can handle payload start from 3 kg up to ton point 5. So whatever the harsh environment that you have in your facility, our robot capable to deal with. And you can customize the end effector through our team and do the operation and application according to your need. When we are talking about universal cobot, we are talking about UR, cost-effective, safe, flexible. You can work with the cobot side by side. There is no risk, easy programming, lightweight, handling starts from 3 kg up to 30 kg. MiR, yes, we are talking now about MiR, which is the main core of this webinar. We are talking about MiR, which is mobile industrial robot, which produce us the AMR technologies, and they have a wide range of robotics like 250 MiR and 600 kg and 1350, which mean ton 350 kg. Here we are talking about an AMR, which we are talking about robot. There is more description about this, but I will keep the information to our colleague to give you a full details about it. So I will not go deeply. Now, Cardex Remaster. This is a fully integrated automated solution for the warehouse. So here it depends on the customer need, depends on the client, what he want to save. He want to save a footprint, he want to increase the pick and place number, he want to, let's say, get 100% of traceability. Our team capable to give them the recommendation, which version he would like to go with, and what is the suitable solution for them. So I can summarize like our capability. If you have noticed, we have a SolidWorks software, and we have an ETIM aluminum building kit, and we have a robotics arms. So, and MIR, which means we are capable to give you a turnkey solution, start from design, simulation, program, implementation, and installation and commissioning. This is the project overview for the automation field. Let's say Saudi Cargo. 160-meter belt conveyor for courier area at King Khalid Airport in Riyadh to deliver the courier, let's say, goods. Another project for Unilever, pick and place project to handle the, as you can see, four SKUs, which mean 4 type of product from the production line and place it in the cartons. Here we have a palletizing solution. As you can see, who robot can serve 2 line, and as you can see, there is an end effector which picking 3 carton in one time. And the speed of this robot, it will not exceed 25% from the robot original speed to be compatible with the production line. When we are talking about the complex project, when we are talking about a project who need a real engineering work, yes, we are talking about this project. We are talking about automate the burger patty production line. As you can see here, we have a 2 robotic arm, and there is a pre-system before than that who will make all the setup to make the picking and placing easy for the robot, which means we start to work on this project from the beginning. What I mean, there is a sorting system, there is a stacker system, then there is a case forming, and there is a pick and place. And all this system has been customized and designed from scratch by our team. Just double check if the voice is clear. Yes, I think it's fine. Okay. Now,
Yes, yes. Thank you.
this is another solution for our customer Unilever. We call it case forming, which mean the robot can easily handling the erecting of the cartons. And this is, by the way, this is a test. Another solution for another client, which is fine hygienic paper. As you can see, you customize a Cartesian robot for them to help them to do the pelletizing. And here we have another solution which we have already implemented in our client in UAE, but this picture in our lab. We call it a MiR 250 hook to deliver the material through the trolley from area to area, from point to point, as you can see in the picture. Another solution with our partner QDB, Qatar Development Bank. They ask us to do the solution for, let's say, transferring the material and dealing with the CNC machine. So another name of this solution, we can call it machine tending. So as you can see also, it's a combined between mobile industrial robot and UR to take the parts and feed the machine and take the machine part and deliver it to another position. Another and last but not least, this is the machine tending again solution for, let's say, as you can see, the robot, he will pick the product from the stacking unit and feed it to the CNC machine without any human intervention. So let's say this is a simple brief and overview of Atmata, and this is the end of my overview about Atmata. And now I will please allow me to introduce my colleague engineer Abdul Majid, which will be presenting item introduction, MiR introduction. So please, Abdul Majid, go ahead.
Thank you so much, Ahmed. First of all, I'd like to say hello to everyone. One of the most common question is asked before we get into MiR. I want to ask a common question, which is why automate? This is one of the common question and being faced in current industry, and people are asked, why would you swap from a manual labor to automation? Why have a full automation line in your factory, warehouse, site, whatever it is? Well, currently, there are many challenges are being faced in the current industry, ranging from labor shortages and the rising cost of labor, the cost of living, and also the reshoring of the supply chain, meaning bringing back all this production and design in the original country, as well, in addition to transition to flexible manufacturing line. Also, the cost pressure. All these questions and all of these concerns are being asked by a lot of people in the industry to why would you swap to automation? Well, here is what AMRs specifically can offer your business and offer the solution to you. Another reason would be the internal logistic. Like currently, in the current industry, there are many ways to handle internal logistic. It can be via forklifts, it can be via AGVs, it can be via static conveyor system, and all of or a special design trolley. These are the current methods that are being used across all of the industries, especially in the Middle East region. So the question is, what's the main difference between AGVs, which is mainly being used and the popular choice in today's market, compared to AMR, which is the newer model, if you want to call it this way? Well, the reason being is that there is many benefit to swapping to AMRs in comparison to the traditional AGV vehicles. The thing is that all AGV system, they are basically what a robot would require in a static factory, meaning you need like a magnetic wires, you need specific tracking for all these systems or robotics to move in a certain direction and transport from point A to point B. And also one of the major obstacles that faces the AGV as a system is flexibility or basically obstacle along the way. Meaning, if there is an object, for example, a table in the pathing of this specific AGV, then what's going to happen is that the whole system will stop, and this is very expensive and time consuming. Another specification or implementation of the system is that AGVs require restricted areas, meaning AGVs normally, once you define a specific pathing or layout to them, they're only going to move through this area, and there is no AI in the system. However, in the case of AMRs, they're actually trackless, they're autonomous, meaning you only need to define a specific, you need to define like, once you're done with your defining of the layout and the site you're going to be working on and implementing this system, this robotic system, the computer will decide all the pathing and will implement and will make decision based on the availability, the areas, and all of this information. Another important aspect of this is the safety. In the case of a lot of companies, they value safety highly, very highly actually. And in the case of AGVs, and especially a regular system like forklift, while they to some extent they offer a good payload capacity, but the main concern is that there is a lot of accident that happens across the industry, which makes it sometimes very difficult to use those systems in this place. However, this is not the case for AMRs, because AMRs are capable of dynamically navigating through the area, and with the additional of their safety systems and laser, because it's essentially it uses SLAM technology, which is simultaneously localization and mapping for the robot. So the robot is actually constantly aware of its surrounding and is able to and you will be able to view all these information that's being read by these robots into your system. And this system is actually can be viewed in many different locations. One also additionally, those robots, in the case of flexibility and changing, these systems are very dynamic, meaning if there is something along the way in this specific layout in this factory, for example, what these robots will be able to accomplish is very good, because essentially what they will be able to avoid all these people, vehicles, forklifts, everything along the way, because these systems are designed to be collaborative with people. So this is the main introduction of AMRs. Now, specifically in our case, is mobile industrial robot. Currently, we have we have multiple headquarters across the globe in America, in Europe, and as well as main branches in Asia. But the main important aspect is that there is a lot of distributor or partners for this company, and all of those partners are able to design and develop their own specific application. And this is mainly relevant because in the case of MiR Go, which my colleague David will get into later, one of the bigger mobile industrial robot, or MiR, as a company, they have a lot of collaboration with UR. It was the same UR team that designed back in the day the company, and there is a lot of collaboration, and both are Danish-based companies. This is just a brief overview of MiR and their timeline throughout the years. So basically, the first industrial robot that was commercialized was in 2015, and then we have all these additional model specifically robots that we released through the years. So for example, we have the MiR 100 Hawk, and this was launched in 2016. This was discontinued and was replaced with the newer model, which is the MiR 250. And as mentioned previously, the number basically refers to the amount of payload, the weighting of the system, and how much is it able to handle in working condition. And then we have the 250 in 2020, and then the MiR 600 and the 1350 in 2021, along with all of the significant changes throughout the history. It goes without saying as well as the revenue of these robotics are going throughout the years because the demand is increasing across many different suppliers, and people are approaching those this AMR technology because the demand is actually very high for it. MiR, we actually worked with a lot of different suppliers, a lot of different projects that involved multiple different companies. For example, Toyota, Denso, Ford, and there is too many to name all of them right now, but the idea is that each one of those customers, they have a different application and they have a different need depending on the situation, because each customer, they have their own design, their own solution. Essentially, MiR is an end-to-end solution. And what I mean by that is that MiR, they have their own, it's a complete system in a sense that they have their own software, they have their own support for this system, and their own platform for learning to how to interact with the system. And also, there is different application depending on the MiR Go. For example, if you want to mount a conveyor, which we will see all this picture now, but I'm just giving the idea. All these systems that can be implemented depending on what the customer needs and what their agenda is to fulfill. Essentially, the current portfolio for the company is 3 major robots: the MiR 250, which is the main robot used in small areas to some extent. It can fulfill certain requirement when it comes to, especially like hospitals and a lot of different application for this. And when it comes to the heavy load and the flagship of the company, we can safely say that the MiR 1350 is the one that's meant to carry and perform those high payload, high action in this. And there is many different accessories. Those are designed. Those are from the MiR company itself, in addition to the MiR Go application, which all can be implemented to the same system. It's not. It's just a matter of what is the need for the application, and then decide what you can use or to get that. And we're gonna talk more about the portfolio and solution. My colleague David, Mr. Davidi, will go ahead and then introduce more.
Hello, everybody, and good morning. Thank you for having me here for this webinar with Atmata. My name is Davide Boaglio, and I'm from Move Industrial Robot, better said also Teradyne Robotics. Shortly, the video will start, and I'm happy to answer any questions about mobile robots and how the robots can help your intralogistic. As you can see, for example, in the videos, we have a different solution that are manage the avoidance, traffic avoidance, people avoidance, and transport internet. So we solve with internet transportation. Have you seen the portfolio of the project of the previous slides? There was the robot without the application, and now you see how the material is transported on top of the robot. So this is developed by the integrators, in this case Atmata, that will find a solution for for the customer. Maybe if you have a project that you wish to automatize and create a better workflow for the intralogistic or material handling, please contact us, and we'll be very happy to show how you can improve. So you can see in these videos how the robots can collaborate in an environment with multiple robots and drive perfectly and safely, because our robots are certified TÜV from the safety point of view, from the design and the navigation point of view, from Germany. So they are and fulfill all the ISO that are required to work in a perfect environment with people. So the robots are just they are safe to work between people. That's why they are constructed. The aim to MiR was to create a solution that is capable to work across the plant, between people, and across the obstacles. Okay, so you can see here different format of how to handle the material. Okay, this is the MiR hook, is a robotic arm that has also a posterior cameras. You can interact the robot with cobots, with a roller conveyor, okay, with a pallet stacker in case you would like to make order in your warehouse, with a roller conveyor system, a belt conveyor system, or karakuri system, or with UV light for COVID. We developed the solution for during the COVID for hospitals and other environments where health was a concern. So every robot comes with a software, so you are the owner of the software, so you don't have to purchase it aside. In fact, the specialty of the MiR is also that to have just one-time purchase, and you have the hardware and the software, and then respect the competitors that you have maybe initial fee is continuous, right? After a year and a year, because most of the partners outside competitors, they have a recurrent fee, or for doing modification in the software, they require you to pay. Here you are the owner of everything. You don't need even to be an engineer to use our software. In fact, integrators as Atmata that are independent, they are confirmed that our software is the most user-friendly software in the world in terms of managing robots. Okay, in fact, the features are the software is constructed with predefined features, so you don't have to develop any codes. It's just to click and drop in the map and to create the missions. Just to let you understand, from the box to the plant, in 45 minutes you have the robot running. The robot is independent to anything from the infrastructure. It doesn't need magnetic stripes, RFID, antennas. The robot is exactly working as a human. He has the sensors, there's the camera, the laser scanner, and the side sensors, where he can locate himself inside the plant, okay, using the walls, what is meeting to locate himself. So for this reason, he's using some algorithms to perform the planning for the path. We have several services as well together with the robots that, of course, for the post-sales part, like upgrades of the software, additional service for maintenance service, like every 6 months you can have a checkup, call centers as a first line support, 24 hours for 7 in English. We can cover extra services, of course, to make the solution, complete. Further, the robot, have you seen in the video? Because the video is speaking better than any word presentation. You can find us in the YouTube. We have a YouTube channel. It's a Mobile Industrial Robot YouTube, and you find the videos from the end customer with applications. So you have different robot, different application, different environments. So we go from automotive to FMCG to electronics to healthcare, okay? And we can handle any kind of product to do long haul. Our robots are constructed to run many kilometers a day. Like average is for customers between 16 and 21 kilometers per day. Okay, that's why I have different shape from what you've seen. The MiR robots are creating a synergy between different areas in the plants, because every plant has a warehouse, a production, maybe they have a wastage area, they have inbound, outbound area. They have also the finished goods. So all this area, you can automate the transportation and you can interconnect. So what you create is a complete workflow doing what as a result, continuous improvement. Yeah. So in this continuous improvement, what you create is you improve the ROI of the entire infrastructure that of your company. You create an added value for square meter because you don't need any how to say a roller conveyor system, and we can help you in support you in the deployment. Yeah, so we have the local partner that speaks the local language, in this case Atmata, that is very experienced, that has installed many robots in a country. We have a second level support for the project in the implementation from our side that works together with the partner and yourself. Okay, so we can prepare, deploy, and then get ready to expansion in terms of fleet. And so we have also a MiR Academy that is for free, so you can ask me the access directly. I will be very happy to provide you the free access to understand our technology. You do complete 3 levels of trainings: silver, gold, and platinum, bronze, silver, and gold. Sorry, and this will give you the understanding of how you can employ the robot. And the robot is an additional value in the factory to create high quality performance and high quality product output, and happy management. Because at the end of the day, if everything works, and then you have improve of the total cost of ownership, the return on investment as well, and the quality of the product, how is it handled. You have just plus here, and you don't have do any modification in infrastructure to make works these robots. They are not AGV. What I'm talking about is that we can give a leverage to your reality, giving especially looking after safety, because the robots will never go against a wall, against a person. Will be maybe the person or the forklift going against the robot, but the robot will be always comply with stopping and never hurt anybody, anything or anybody. So this is the first factor, and then is reliable, because you always try to reach the point B. So the robot is capable to, in case there is a roadblock in the usual path, the robot can take a lone decision to give a turnaround to this obstacle and take a different path to deliver the product if it's allowed. Okay, so we can also here do different things of configuring the software in different way. And of course, what I said is the performance. The performance is fantastic output that we give with this solution. It's what people before didn't consider was the intralogistic material handling as an add value to improve the performance of the company and the results, for sure, because at the end it's everything a calculated economical way. So the total system together with the factory, the robot will help to increase the performance. Just one more thing is the robot use an average of €1 of electricity per day. Okay, working 20 in 3 shifts. And then we have the safety compliance that I was mentioning before. The robots are designed to comply with the ISO 3691/4. That is for the safer point of view with people, and they are all certified with TÜV for the safety. So before we've seen a list of functionality that is required to be included in the certification for safety of TÜV, that create a very safe environment. Okay, and then we have the industry grades and organizational focus and the service. So the entire MiR and Teradyne Robotics, we are more than 5,000 people, And this year we're gonna present in Stuttgart as well, in Germany, in Logimat. If you can, please let us know. The new pallet jack as well, the new robot floor to floor, okay, which is will be using the same software, and we are launching, because as a company we launch every year new features, new software, new robots. And as a partner, you will never get bored with us because we are very innovative, and we are the pioneers, by the way, about the technology. Okay, we started 13 years ago. I'm very happy uh, to to hear as well if someone has questions, or after the presentation, to create this more interesting webinar as well, or you can write to us and I will be happy to answer to you. So as I mentioned before, just a little bit going back, we have identified several areas of where you can automate actually your workflow. And if you go in the previous slides, yeah, no, this the other two where there were the areas, sorry. Yeah, the one back. Yeah, exactly this one. Thank you. The typical intralogistical workflow that I was saying before is that we identify different areas where you can apply the robots. And, the robots are constructed to run in longhouse. Longhouse is what the forklift cannot do. Why? Because with a forklift, you don't want something it goes with the fork around the factory 24 hours for long distances, okay, with a driver that maybe is watching their phone and it doesn't pay attention, and suddenly there is a person or a product. So that's what we construct. We called also robot runners. Okay, they go from the component areas to raw materials. They transfer the spare parts from the storages, and then they go to the inbound logistic, for example. Okay, when you have the preparation or the delivery of the pallets. And this could be the transportation or of pallets or smaller boxes with operator. So you can create a different solution to serve an operator in the line of production, or to manage the empty pallets inside the warehouse, or have a robot that's pick up the finished goods and transfer them to a different machines. So our robots are also can work standalone, like without interconnection with the infrastructure, means with the WMS or the ERP system, or we can interconnect via Wi-Fi to the ERP system or the WMS and create a traceability of the entire workflow. So this is another add value that you didn't have before, because you had to scan the boxes to know where they are. Now we can do this automatically without the guy with the the scanner gun. For any other solution or anything interested, we are very happy to come to you and perform a demonstration. Okay, in your premises, or you can go to Atmata to request a demonstration of the capability of the robot to see in first hand. And here you can see, it depends with many projects actually in Saudi, where we see as a market a very big potential. Although we are already present, but I think due to the slowdown of European market, we see the Middle East side ramping up. Also, a lot of investment for the government in terms of automation and robotics, especially at schools and trade shows, and also for advanced manufacturing. Okay, our customer are all most likely global customer and mid customer. Okay, there we have also some small customer, but usually big customer like tier one customer starts to adopt the technology, and then all the supplier chain below starts to adopt, because it's the main requirement to work together with a tier one in terms of technology adoption. And then what else? We can you can manage the robots with your laptop, with your iPad, with your mobile phone, because it's just about to log to the IP address of the robot, and you magically access to the interface of the robot. And we have a lot of business case also in uploaded in our YouTube channel. So in resuming, we are very happy to support anybody like Ford, like Valeo, Novo Nordisk, Leoni, Unilever, and many other factories and new clients to perform an analysis about how it looks like your production or your intralogistic with automizing with the robots. Okay, I know that there are many competitors over there, but they don't have the certification actually for safety or any kind of compliance with robotics legislation, let's say. That's why they're also a bit, let's say, low fee entry, but in long terms over the 5 years, we saw that the total cost of ownership is much higher than us. In fact, we have just one-time fee, and then there's just a maintenance that goes down. It's just about you how to perform the maintenance. In fact, we can come to your home and create a training. Okay, we can dedicate a training in-house, or you can come to us or to Atmata to perform a dedicated training. So for my side, I have said everything. If anybody wish to unlock the mic and speak, would be very nice to interact. Thank you.
Thank you, Davide, for your presentation and your valued information that you have been shared. So, gentlemen, if anybody have a question, please write it down in the QA so we can answer it. Please.
If you prefer, you can also speak. It's maybe a faster way.
That's also, it will work as well. Please, if anybody who have any question, please raise his hand so I can open the mic. I believe, yes. What was that? Low mic. Yeah.
Yes, hello.
Hello, Abdurrahman.
My name is Abdurrahman Tabegi, yes, automation manager from Al-Nahdi Medical Company. So my question is, how is the robotic gonna know? Like, for example, if it's AI, that means someone will have to guide it for quite some times until it learn the path. You said it's gonna dodge all obstacle, and it will know if there is a spot to go. But what is the technology there? Like, how it's gonna know? Do I have to edit by software all the time the new path, or is it gonna learn by itself? Or now?
Yeah.
Go. Or
thank you very much.
Can you explain a little bit about that? About the technology, basically.
Thank you very much for your question. Okay, so no, what we do very quickly is just we scan at the first time with the laser. You can upload the layout of the factory, or we preferably take in real-time data. We scan the entire floor, okay, working floor. Only once. Then we add the features for the missions, and then we create the features. All this will take a couple of hours, and then we are ready to move the robot. The robot will simply, when I say that he's using some AI algorithms, is just to take in decisions in strategic points like, okay, I see the obstacle, I have to recalculate and replan my routes. So I have to reroute around in real time. It's not just gonna stop, it's just gonna reroute like a person. Yeah, I see a person in front of me and I just start to think, okay, I have to plan to avoid it. This exactly the same time. So you don't have to do anything because it won't be effective. You can have the robot being called by an operator with a touch button, or make the call by the central system. Okay, so we are talking about machine to machine. The solution that you mentioned about that is going to learn is going to be in the new pallet jack that we're going to present in Logimat the 2021 of March. That is a machine learning process as well, just for the improvement of his navigation. For the robots that we present today, they don't have any of this, the deep learning. They just apply what I see, I'm doing. Okay, if I cannot do anything, I just inform the operator. But usually our robot is capable to take a different path if it's allowed, and to avoid in real time. So that's all. But you don't have to do anything. It's doing everything alone.
I hope the
Last
answer.
question. Is
Yes.
there any?
Yeah. Go ahead,
Last question.
Abdurrahman.
Is there any required PM monthly or something like that? Is there? Will it stop during the year for quite some time for overhaul, or for doing something, or for re-changing tires or whatever you're having there, or no?
No, we suggest, as a historical data that we have from 13 years, that we have just customer that after 5 years are starting to ask for a new battery because it's a lithium battery, and as we know, it's an electric mobile phone. After 3-4 years, it start to go degrade, but maybe we're talking about 10%, okay, 15%. But we can manage very flexibly the recharge, because the robot doesn't have to stop completely and recharge for 1 hour. No, we can do just also 1 minute, or each time is going standby. Okay, it's very flexible from that point of view. In terms of maintenance, we do a small training for maintenance. It's like a cleaning. It's like to check that the wheels are not with a piece of material that they collected from the floors after the time, just like really minimum, okay? But we suggest always to have a contract with the partner, in order to, something happens, or you want to improve, or you want to change the mission, etc. It can help you out, or you can learn. So it's very.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying, like, there is just one fee at the beginning.
Thank you, Davide. I think we have also a question from Mr. Brain. Yes, I will allow your mic to speak. Mr. Moyo.
Yes, thank you very much. My name is Brain. I'm head of research and development for Sanad. This is an aviation MRO company based in Abu Dhabi. I have 3 questions that I will put up. Maybe you can answer them just in one go. The first one is, do you have any application within the aviation industry? And then the second one is, do you have demo units? I think I already saw that there. And then do you do an on-site demo? And if so, what will be the requirements for a proof of concept? And then lastly, is there any specific requirements in terms of the floor, whether it has to be even or the robots are versatile depending on the floor requirements or the type of floor that is existent, or you have to prepare the surface of the floor to meet the requirements? Thank you.
Okay. I think yes, we have a project in airspace in Saudi. Yes, we have the demo. Yes, we can do a demo in-house. For the floors, you need just a normal pavement with no holes. Okay, we have holes that we can pass of 2 centimeters per 2. Maximum inclination is 5 degrees. Sometimes 8, it depends the weight, but we say 5 degrees. For the rest, it should be like very standard factory floors. We don't have much. The important is that there's no wet floors because can slides, like a person can fall. So there are just minimum policies for security in a factory. It's very standard. We are working in a very challenging environment, by the way. Automotive that is very dirty, dusty, with a lot of traffic, with all the infrastructures, and is 65% of our revenue. So we are very trained in that. And for the demo, you just get in touch, anybody. We are very happy to organize it, schedule it, and program it with you. We're going to have a checklist for fulfillment in order to prepare, and then we can come to you and do the demonstration. Or you can come on the other side.
Okay, Davide, since we have only 3 minutes, I think we can take one question. I think we have Mr. Fadi.
Let's take it all. Let's go a bit over.
Hello, gentlemen. Thank you very much. Very interesting presentation. Actually, I have 2 questions. First question is the availability of demo units from MiR. We've been seeking this for a long time now. I'm not sure if these units are available now, even to test it in our facility, not at Atmata, or to test it for a period of time in our entity. This is my first question. Second one is, please, I need the information. You mentioned that you provide training on the software platform for these robots. So if you can send all the details, information about this training. Thank you.
Yes, I will. By the way, I'm sharing here also my email address that you can drop with authorization also from Atmata. Then I will turn to them to give. You can write me, and then we can organize a separate meeting with Atmata. Where we can scout and answer in specific every question. Please take notes, and then you can write me directly. Especially if you would like to have the access for the MiR Academy, you write me. I give you the access. I give you the PDF because you just have to register and enter. Okay. For the demo, no problem. We just organize with Atmata, and we can organize it as. But
yeah. Actually,
and I will.
Go ahead. Yes, Mr. Fadi. We can arrange for another meeting later on to discuss your inquiry in detail. It will be our pleasure. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Most welcome. So I think now we reach to the end of our webinar. I'm really appreciate. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I think there is no more question, I believe.
No more question. Okay. You can share the presentation. You can write to me. I can send it to you directly. Adding copy, Atmata. No problem. Yeah. I'm here to answer any question, and we have a technical also team that works with me. That is happy to work together with Atmata for find a solution or an answer to your questions. No
Sure,
problem at all.
sure.
Please write. Please. I'm looking forward to work with you. Okay.
Yes, actually, this is our aim to work with you, gentlemen, and to success all the, let's say, project together. So I'm really appreciate your attendance today, and we will be in touch. Thank you, and have a good day.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, David, and thank you, everybody. See you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Thank you. Bye.